August 2024, ATACMS missiles streak across Crimean sky. Target, Kerch Bridge. The structure Vladimir Putin personally inaugurated, Russia's symbolic connection to occupied territory. American missiles strike the span. Explosions ripple across roadway sections. Traffic halts immediately. This attack crossed what Washington previously called a red line, but the red line moved. This is BlackSea Doctrine, where secret operations reshape entire theaters. The strike represents a visible tip of classified iceberg. New York Times reveals the hidden campaign, Operation Lunar Hail, joint effort between White House, CIA, Britain, and Ukraine. Systematic strikes against 100 Russian targets across Crimea, not random attacks, coordinated strategic campaign, planned in Washington and London, executed by Ukraine. The goal, force Russia out of Crimea without direct NATO involvement. 1C, gateway to Russia's south. Would you authorize strikes on this bridge? Operation planning begins early 2024. Biden administration reassesses Ukraine policy. Previous restrictions limit effectiveness. Crimean targets declared off-limits. Kerch Bridge specifically protected. Fear of Russian escalation dominates thinking, but military situation demands change. Ukrainian forces need strategic strikes. Crimean infrastructure enables Russian operations. Naval bases, airfields, command centers, ammunition depots, all legitimate military targets, all previously restricted. White House convenes classified planning sessions. CIA contributes intelligence assets. British MI6 provides reconnaissance. Ukrainian military identifies priority targets. The collaboration unprecedented. 3 intelligence services coordinate systematic campaign. Target list compiled meticulously. Every strike calculated for strategic effect. Naval facilities in Sevastopol, air defense sites across peninsula, command posts near Simferopol, logistics hubs, fuel depots, ammunition storage, repair facilities, communication nodes. The list reaches 100 distinct targets, each one verified through multiple intelligence sources. Satellite imagery confirms locations. Electronic intelligence validates purposes. Human intelligence provides operational details. The targeting package comprehensive. BlackSea Doctrine tracks the authorization process. Biden initially hesitant about bridge strikes. Kerch Bridge represents Putin's prestige project. Attacking it risks dangerous escalation, nuclear threats possible. But military advisors argue necessity. Bridge enables Russian logistics, supports Crimean occupation, facilitates military operations. Destroying it achieves strategic effects. The debate continues for months. Who controls the Black Sea? A. Russia. B. Ukraine and NATO. C. Turkey holds the key. British intelligence provides crucial assessment. Analysis shows Russian escalation unlikely. Moscow threatened retaliation repeatedly, never followed through meaningfully. Nuclear employment remains improbable, risk acceptable relative to strategic gains. MI6 recommendation, authorized strikes. CIA concurs with British assessment. Putin's threats prove hollow historically. Ukraine demonstrated this repeatedly. Moskva sinking produced threats. No escalation followed. Sevastopol attacks brought warnings. Russia adjusted but didn't escalate. Pattern suggests bridge strikes survivable. White House gradually accepts logic. Restrictions ease incrementally. First, allow strikes on Crimean military targets. Then permit attacks on dual-use infrastructure. Finally, authorize bridge operations. The authorization comes with conditions. Ukrainian forces must use American weapons. Maintains plausible deniability for direct involvement. Strikes must target military objectives, avoid civilian casualties, document military necessity for each target. The legal framework carefully constructed. August 2024, ATACMS strike Kerch Bridge. Multiple missiles fired, some intercepted, several impact target, roadway damaged, rail operations disrupted, traffic suspended for assessment. The physical damage moderate, strategic impact enormous. But what happened during Operation Lunar Hail shocked Russian command. The systematic nature of strikes, coordinated targeting across entire peninsula, intelligence precision enabling each attack. The campaign demonstrates sophisticated planning, not random Ukrainian operations, deliberate strategic offensive. Western intelligence enabling every strike, trade routes, missiles, and war. Sea Doctrine examines the target selection. Sevastopol naval base struck repeatedly, dry docks damaged, repair facilities destroyed, submarines forced to relocate, fleet headquarters evacuated. The systematic pressure works. Russian Navy withdraws major units, concentrates in Novorossiysk, concedes western Black Sea. Ukrainian strikes achieve objective. Airfields across Crimea attacked. Belbek Air Base repeatedly hit. Saki Airfield damaged extensively. Jankoy Logistics Hub struck. Russian air operations severely curtailed. Fighter deployments reduced. Bomber missions limited. Helicopter operations restricted. Air superiority over Crimea contested. Command and control infrastructure targeted. Communication towers destroyed. Radar installations damaged. Electronic warfare sites struck. Russian coordination degraded significantly. Ammunition depots explode spectacularly. Satellite imagery captures massive blasts. Secondary explosions continue for hours. Russian stockpiles depleted. Resupply complicated. Operational tempo decreases. The cumulative effect devastating. Is this pushing NATO closer to direct involvement? Comment Y or N. Operation Lunar Hail blurs traditional lines. American weapons strike Russian targets. British intelligence enables Ukrainian attacks. White House approves target lists. CIA coordinates reconnaissance. The involvement extensive. Russia accuses NATO of direct warfare. Claims alliance fights proxy war, threatens retaliation against suppliers, but takes no concrete military action. The calculation remains unfavorable. NATO provides tools and intelligence. Ukraine executes strikes independently. Legal framework maintains separation. Technical involvement doesn't constitute combatant status. The distinction matters diplomatically. Moscow cannot justify escalation based on intelligence sharing. International law permits defensive assistance. Ukrainian operations remain sovereign decisions, the argument defensible legally. Meanwhile, strikes continue systematically. September 2024, fuel depot near Feodosia destroyed. October 2024, air defense battery eliminated. November 2024, command post struck. December 2024, ammunition storage obliterated. Each month brings new attacks, where Black Sea power decides everything. British role proves particularly significant. MI6 maintains extensive Crimean intelligence network. Satellite constellation monitors peninsula constantly. Electronic surveillance intercepts Russian communications. Human sources provide operational details. The intelligence picture comprehensive. UK shares everything with Ukraine. Target locations, defensive positions, patrol schedules, supply routes. Ukrainian forces receive real-time updates. Plan strikes using current intelligence. Execute with high confidence. Success rates exceed 80%. American contribution equally vital. ATACMS provides precision strike capability. Range reaches anywhere in Crimea. Accuracy enables pinpoint targeting. Warhead destroys hardened facilities. The weapon system ideal for campaign. Satellite communications ensure coordination. GPS guarantees navigation accuracy. Reconnaissance assets confirm battle damage. Supply chain sustains operations. The support structure comprehensive. Ukrainian innovation completes the picture. Drone reconnaissance identifies targets. Electronic warfare disrupts defenses. Special operations teams provide ground truth. Strike coordination integrates all assets. The execution professional. Lunar Hail demonstrates true coalition warfare. 3 nations contributing unique capabilities: intelligence, weapons, operations. Combined effect exceeds individual contributions, the synergy powerful. What breaks next? The grain deal, Turkish neutrality, or Russian deterrence? Russian responses prove inadequate. Enhanced air defenses deployed. Electronic warfare intensified. Patrol frequency increased. Countermeasures implemented continuously, yet strikes continue succeeding. Ukrainian forces adapt faster than Russian defenses. New tactics defeat new countermeasures. Intelligence updates reveal defensive changes. Next strikes incorporate adjusted approaches. The cycle favors offense perpetually. Crimean occupation becomes untenable. Russian forces cannot defend everywhere, cannot replace destroyed infrastructure, cannot maintain operational effectiveness. The strategic position deteriorates monthly. Military installations abandoned, personnel withdrawn, equipment relocated. Russia's Crimean footprint shrinks. Ukrainian pressure achieves effects. Kerch Bridge attacks carry symbolic weight. Putin inaugurated this bridge personally, called it historic achievement, promised permanent Russian control. Every strike undermines these claims, demonstrates Ukrainian reach, proves Russian vulnerability, chips away at occupation legitimacy. The psychological impact exceeds physical damage. Sea Doctrine monitors Russian public reaction. Official media downplays strikes, claims minimal damage, reports successful interceptions. The narrative contradicts visible evidence. Satellite imagery shows destroyed facilities. Independent observers confirm Ukrainian claims. Russian denials lack credibility. Public confidence erodes. Crimean residents face reality. Occupation not permanent. Ukrainian strikes reach anywhere. Russian defenses prove inadequate. Safety deteriorates continuously. Some residents evacuate. Tourism collapses. Economic activity declines. The occupation's viability questioned. International response proves muted. Western nations privately support operations. Public statements emphasize Ukrainian sovereignty, right to strike military targets, self-defense justification, the diplomatic coverage solid. Russia complains to UN Security Council, accuses Ukraine of terrorism, demands international condemnation. Receives minimal support. Most nations recognize legitimate military operations. China abstains from supporting Russia. India maintains neutrality. Even traditional allies offer tepid backing. Moscow's isolation deepens. Operation Lunar Hail continues into 2025. Target list expands beyond original 100. New priorities identified. Additional systems deployed. Campaign scope increases. The strategic offensive sustained. Will Crimean occupation survive systematic strikes? Can Russia defend against coalition intelligence? Will Operation Lunar Hail force complete withdrawal? Subscribe to Sea Doctrine, where Black Sea power decides everything.